Hey guys, Steve with AOV Labs. I'm here at the Eagle's Nest Cabin in Pennsylvania, and we're going to take a look at the Glock 43. I'm going to throw some specs right up here so you just kind of know what it's like up front. And then we'll talk about my likes, my dislikes, we'll compare it to a few other pistols, we'll get some shooting in, and I'll talk about some of the specific mods I've made to this one. So let's start with the things I like. The things I like, it's a Glock. It's going to work. You can throw it out of a plane, you can fire it underwater, you can cover it in mud, you can freeze it. And if Elon Musk returns my emails, we'll be able to shoot it in space soon. But it has that legendary reliability. You know it's going to go bang every time you pull the trigger. The second thing I really like about Glocks is everyone makes accessories for them. So when you get this, you know you're going to find holsters for it, you're going to find lights, aftermarket slides, sights, magazines, magazine extensions, pretty much anything you want. I also like that it fits good in my hand. So it is a single stack, 9mm. It's very skinny, but it still fits really well in my hand when I shoot it. And I have pretty big hands. What I don't like is the capacity. It only holds 6+1 rounds, which is pretty low compared to other subcompact pistols in that category, especially with the SIG 365 coming out, which will hold, I believe, 11 total, so 10+1 rounds, and a form factor about this size. So what I did do is I added grip extensions, and there's two real companies that people tend to turn to for these grip extensions. The first being Hive Industries, and the second being Taran Tactical. You can't go wrong with either, and they're both fantastic. They offer many different sizes of extensions from +1 to, I believe, +3, +4. So when you add them on there, they still fit really good in the hand. Don't add too much length, you can still conceal it fairly well on your person. So the other thing I didn't like were the standard Glock sights. They have plastic front and rear sights, they have the little white U in the back, a little white dot in the front. Didn't like that. So what I did was I went with Trijicon night sights, installed them myself. It was really easy to do thanks to YouTube videos, and it really helps with, you know, shooting at night, especially because half the day is nighttime. The one thing I don't like about my night sights is they're all the same color, and the front dot is still a little hard to pick up. So if I were to do it again, I would add an orange dot or a different contrasting color dot, just so I could really pick that up. And then finally, that's really it in terms of dislikes. I just made a few other different mods to it, and I'll go over those now. The first being, I don't know if you can see it, but I have, I'll just back. I have a threaded SilencerCo barrel, so I have an Octane 45 suppressor. It's about 8 inches long, which adds about this much to the gun. It's a little goofy, but it was one of those things where I figured, why not? I have the suppressor, I might as well see how it shoots suppressed. I haven't done that yet. I'm hoping to shoot that suppressed sometime in the near future. Barrel's been fantastic so far when I've been shooting it. It's been incredibly accurate. When you pick it up from SilencerCo, they give you the piston as well for the suppressor. The second thing I added to it was the Streamlight TLR-6. Combination light and laser. It's been a fantastic little unit here. Very slim, doesn't add too much width to the grip at all, to the overall profile of the weapon, and it's been pretty reliable. With the light, it only lasts an hour, but with the laser, it lasts much longer, laser only on. And then finally, the thing I added was Talon Grips to it. So I added these Talon Grips when my hands got a little sweaty, not today because it's freezing out, but during the summertime, it was a little hard to hold on to it just in general. So the Talon Grips add that extra texture, extra grip. Again, easy to install, thanks to YouTube, and just makes it real secure in my hand. That's kind of it for the overview. What we'll do now is we'll just get some shooting in, put some rounds down range, and just have some fun with it. So now for the fun part of the video, I get to actually put rounds down range. So I actually have my 43 right here in a Tulster Holster, which I really like. Found a bunch of reviews online. People said great things about it. It fits my 43 really nicely with the TLR-6 in there and the threaded barrel. Fits in real well. Makes it nice and easy. One thing I did forget to mention in the other videos, I also upgraded it with an Agency Arms trigger and a Ghost trigger bar, so made the trigger much nicer than it had been originally. I'm generally not a fan of Glock triggers, but let's put some rounds down range. So I brought a few mags with me. Can't just fire one mag. So Taran Tactical extensions gives me 8 rounds total. I had the +2s. I can still conceal it very well in my person, even when I'm not wearing a bulky ski jacket. have one more mag, dig into my pouch here. Oh, there goes that. So yeah, overall, like the pistol. Once with the upgrades, I think it's fantastic. I think it's a great carry gun. It's nice and skinny. In our next video, we'll show the comparisons to some of the other subcompacts that a few of us own. Thank you for watching AOV Labs, and I hope you enjoyed it.